I will show you how to replace the NFC antenna and wireless charging coil in the Samsung S25 FE. You can do it yourself at home. A step-by-step guide to replacing the NFC antenna and wireless charging coil. Let's get started. Before starting the repair, make sure your phone is turned off. Prepare a pin or ejector tool to remove the SIM card from the phone. Insert the tool into this hole and press firmly. The SIM tray has popped out slightly, so you can now pull it out completely. The back cover of the Samsung S25 FE is made of glass, so this is quite a difficult repair step. I use this machine to help me remove it without damage. If you like repairing phones, I recommend buying such a machine, as it will surely be useful many times. You can also remove the cover the classic way by sliding a thin shim between the frame and the glass cover. I marked the adhesive tape areas in red. If you use a classic plastic opener to separate the cover, sliding it between the cover and the body. Constantly pay attention to the marked red area on the screen, which shows you where the adhesive tape is underneath. Do not insert the tool further than the glue area, because you can very easily damage components located right behind the glue. Now you can take a look at the phone from the inside to see where not to insert the cover opener too deep. Also, do not pour too much adhesive remover fluid. By the way, I'm curious where you are watching from and on what phone. Let me know in the comments. Regardless of whether you use a machine or not, heat the back cover where it adheres to the frame. I'm placing a plastic piece to make turning the screw that lifts the upper arm easier. Turning the screw makes the cover start bending upwards. Remember not to overdo it, or the glass battery cover might crack. Turn the screw only until you feel slight resistance. As you can see, the cover starts peeling off on both sides. Now is a good time to insert the plastic opening tool here. Pour in some adhesive remover fluid. I didn't show it in the recording, but I heated the cover strongly beforehand. You can use a regular hair dryer. Now move the plastic opener around properly. Do it very slowly, because if you force the plastic opener in, the cover might crack right there. It is better to take longer, but be sure that you won't damage anything. Haste is not recommended here. Reserve a free afternoon so you can calmly repair your Samsung S25 Fan Edition. Every so often, when the cover cools down, remember to reheat it. Heat each side, left, right, top, and bottom. It doesn't have to be scorching hot, but the cover must be clearly warm. The glue will then become much softer, and it will be definitely easier to remove the back cover. I'm tightening the screw a bit again because the glue has given way in some places. So you can increase the tension with the spreading screw. Every professional gives a thumbs up, so I'm counting on you. Run the plastic opener around, close to the edge to help the cover detach. Just be careful not to damage elements right behind the glue, like the display flex cable or delicate motherboard parts. As you can see, the adhesive tape is still holding the cover in this spot. It's visible now, so simply cut it slightly with the plastic opener. Check the other side the same way, and every edge at the bottom and top. Okay, you can now remove the upper suction cup. The cover should come off easily now. Pry it up with your fingers and tilt it upwards. The glue might still hold in some places, but lift the back cover slowly and calmly. Better to do it slower and wait for the glue to release, than to rush and damage your glass back cover. The back cover adhesive tape doesn't give up easily, it is still glued at the top. So you need to run the plastic opener along the top edge. Only now can the cover be completely detached. This is what the original cover and camera lens seals look like from the inside. If you want to buy a verified back cover, I'll put the link in the description. This element is solid tempered glass. Take a Phillips screwdriver. A link to a tested screwdriver set you will find in the description. Unscrew the screws of the wireless charging coil and NFC antenna. The wireless charging coil and NFC antenna assembly has been unscrewed. We can move on to the next step. Disconnect the flex cable from the motherboard. You can now remove the bracket securing the wireless charging cables. Peel off the wireless charging coil from the lower module. Install the bracket with the NFC antenna and wireless charging coil. Now screw in all the screws of the NFC antenna module one by one. It is good practice to tighten the screws in a cross pattern to avoid causing negative stress on the housing. Adhere the wireless charging coil to the lower module. Remove any remaining adhesive from the frame and degrease the surface. I'm making this guide for the Samsung S25 FE back cover replacement fresh after the model's premiere. That's why the dedicated back cover mounting adhesive tape is not yet available. All necessary parts, including mounting tape, will appear on the market soon, so I'm providing a link to the appropriate adhesive tape in the description. If you attempt to assemble it on the old adhesive tape, the phone may lose its water resistance. Adhesive gaps might appear, even minimal ones in some places. This will allow dirt to get inside, which will cause much greater damage. Remember to degrease the glass cover surface before applying the new tape. Remove all dust. You can do this using a special air blower bulb. Check several times that there are no specks of dust on the lenses, because if you glue the phone together and it turns out later that a speck of dust got under the lens, you will have a small problem and you will have to buy adhesive tape again and say many uncensored words. Focus at this stage, do not rush. Slowly fit the cover to the phone body. Press lightly at the top and position it with your fingers sliding down along the side edges. After sticking it, press down on each side several times. Finally, you can also heat the entire cover to activate the glue. This will result in a more even distribution of the adhesive and ensure a watertight connection. Time to slide the SIM tray back in and turn on the phone. The phone works. The repair was a perfect success. Let me know in the comments if you succeeded. Finally, you can use carpentry clamps to lightly press the back cover down. This ensures your phone is repaired like in a professional service center for a fraction of the cost. You can find the link to all necessary parts and tools in the video description. Thanks for watching, and I'm counting on your subscription.